Yo, welcome back. You're tuned in to the future of Sports Talk Radio. We are Truth Be Told Sports Podcast. It's your boy King Cooley on the mic, and you know the vibes. Here to hold down the fort with me is my homie. I guess he's over there. He's over there. Yeah, right there. My homie, my A1 from day one, Hollow Point. What's up, my boy?
What's up? What's happening, man?
Not much, man. How's everything going on with you, man? What's going on in Hollow World? It's been a minute. We didn't record last week. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, it's been a long time, man. Welcome back. It's good to be back.
So what's going on with you guys? How's everything? How's life out there in Maryland?
Life is confusing. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was 70 degrees today in November, so I don't know how to feel because it should be cold and it's not cold. Right. So I don't know what's going on. But other than that, it's been quiet. Nothing major. Getting ready for the holiday season. Right on. Bunch of leaves falling down. Just trying to ease it in, man. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy.
Right on.
We got a big 2025 coming up, so we're trying to burn it. Trying to not do too much.
Right, I got you. You don't want to get burned out and not be able to enjoy your 2025.
Exactly.
So that's what's up, man. It just seemed like this year flew by, bro.
It did, man.
It just seems like just yesterday I was watching Cat Williams on that couch with Shannon Sharp.
How about it?
And then, like, from that point on, this year just zoomed by.
Just took off, right? Wasn't that like in February or something like that?
It was in January.
Was it January?
It was January. It was really early on the board.
I tell you what, Shannon Sharp owes that dude.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, what up? What's up, Eric? How you doing, my boy? How you doing? Eric wants to check in with us. Always ignorant. He sure is. He really is.
Yep. That's for sure.
That's 100% for sure. I guess his little Thundercats are doing pretty well in our Truth Be Told Sports fantasy football league. You know what I'm saying? Feeling themselves.
They're first.
Are they in first place? That's crazy.
They are.
It's crazy, man. Oh, you kicked my ass over the weekend.
I did. Yeah, it was. Yeah, don't call it a comeback. I've been there for years. All right. Don't worry about it.
All right, yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah, it's fine.
We bounce back. We play. I think we play. We're playing White Mike this week, so I think I'll bounce back with that one. It's just been rough for me. It's been rough, but you know what?
Yeah,
we get there.
It's been rougher for others, so that's
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. With me, everything's been cool. So far, so good. Tomorrow, shout out to the 9U La Mirada Matadors. We'll be playing our final game of the season at the Rose Bowl. This year has been it's been fantastic for me, to go out there and be able to coach and teach kids the sport of football. So it's been really cool, man. I'm excited about. I'm excited about next year because of the progress we saw this year so far with our squad. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very pumped up about it, man. So.
Good, man. That's dope.
He likes your Auburn pullover.
Yeah, man. I got to rep. I always got to rep the night before and the day of. So, usually about the first quarter, I'm throwing it right in the trash. So, Payne Thorne, man.
That's probably accurate.
Hey, I'll tell you right now, if I see him in the street, it's up. I'm just letting him know. It's up and it's stuck. Yes.
Payne Thorne or Hugh Freeze.
Both of them. It's up and it's stuck.
It's on.
Yep.
He says he needs an explanation for the Yankees choke job. First and foremost, you're not even a real baseball fan.
Don't do it.
No, he's not even a real baseball fan. He's not even a real baseball fan. So I'm not even gonna give it to him. He's not even a real baseball fan. I appreciate it if a real baseball fan showed this, and not somebody you just root for because my uncle's next door neighbor was a fan of this team. That's why I'm going for the Nah. You just want to be a dick. I would have appreciated it more if you just be honest. Like, I just want to be a dick. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the honesty. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I don't care about your niece's babysitters, hairdressers, turtle sitters. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about that person who
started to show off peaceful and
don't care.
Peacefully. And that left quickly. That left really quickly.
Don't care. No, it's just been really cool with these kids. So they're really excited about tomorrow and the playing at the Rose Bowl. Some of them kind of understand a little bit of like, the history of it. Other people are like, oh man, we didn't get a chance to play at SoFi. I'd rather play at SoFi. I'm like, no, right.
This
is huge. You know what I'm saying?
Hallowed. You're playing on hallowed ground, man.
This place is
historic.
What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? So like, and you can be one of just a few kids like to ever say you've been able to do that.
You're sharing blades of grass with some of the greatest that ever played the game.
Yeah. I'm gonna point them out to them like, hey, Reggie Bush scored a touchdown over here.
Yeah.
Hey, you remember when Georgia planted the flag right here, or you know what I'm saying, or whatever. Jameis Winston threw the ball backwards right here.
Right before Orenthal went crazy, he was.
Yeah, Orenthal. The Jews went crazy in that place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Coach smoked blood on the 40-yard line.
Right there.
Right there. I'm gonna always remember that.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna always remember. That's like one of my favorite memories. But anyway,
that's good experience, man. That's really cool.
Yeah, it was a dope experience, bro. Like, for sure. No pun intended. Mm-hmm. But anyway, we'd like to welcome you guys back to another episode of Truth Be Told Sports Podcast. I am King Cooley. I'm here with my homie, my A1 from day one, Hollow Point.
That's right.
Hey, man, you're newly minted. Like, since you've been in Baltimore, you said your adult team is
my adult team. Yep.
Your adult team is your adult team the Ravens.
Yeah, it is.
Your adult team is the Ravens, right? And of course, you watched that game last night, right?
I did.
Man,
I did. It was fantastic. It was fantastic.
It came down to it. I missed it because of the practice or whatever, but I caught the last two drives, which was like very I thought it was pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? Like I wish I just watching those last two drives. I wish I could have seen the whole game. I know it was very
Well, the Ravens started off really slow, and couple that with the Bengals started off hot because the lack of pass rush that the Ravens had. The Ravens couldn't get to Burrow to save their life, and their coverage of Jamar Chase was, to say is non-existent. If I could find another word that was non-existent, that would be it, because it was like they was playing 7-on-6. So like it was like nobody covered Chase because he was open every time. And I think on all those big routes that he caught, it was the same backside dig route every time. It's like everybody on TV knew it was happening except for the defense. So it was at first it was very frustrating because as a fan, because they seem to get anything they want anytime they want. But they made some slight adjustments, started rushing him up the middle, kind of getting him off his spot, and and then as time went by, Lamar started getting his rhythm, and then I think it was the key momentum shift was when it was 21-7, and the Ravens had to punt, but then they got the ball right back on a fumble, which gave them great field position, and they went in and scored, made it 21-14. And that's when the momentum started coming back, coming back to the Ravens, because they got their rhythm back. And then now they started rolling, a great offense can also serve as a good defense too. And because it forces the other team to do some things faster.
You have to respond.
Yeah, you have to respond, because if you don't, they're going to respond, because your defense now isn't playing good defense. So it's just it went back and forth like that for a while. I think the Bengals one time, and shout out to them, man. Joe Burrow and Chase put up some monster.
We get into
crazy numbers.
Oh my
So,
goodness.
but they scored one drive in 13 seconds. It was one play touchdown to Jamar Chase. It was some stuff out of Madden, man. It was crazy.
Right.
It was like no one knew what was going on except them two. So from a outside looking in kind of standpoint, it was fantastic because it was a lot of offense and good quarterback play. Neither quarterback threw an interception, so that was cool. And then just to see the good thing about good quarterback play, you want to see third down conversions. You want to see their ability to convert touchdowns instead of field goals in the red zone. And this game brought all of that. So that was a sight to see, and I love that stuff. And like both punters, I think they maybe got one punt apiece, maybe two or three. I take that back because the Ravens started off slow, but the Bengals punter maybe one time because the Bengals coach was he was on demon time. He did not want to punt. He wanted to go for it on fourth down, and he tried to go for two at the end instead of tying it, and that decision kind of cost him. If you're a Bengals fan, you're complaining that the refs didn't call certain calls that probably should have got called. But if you're a Ravens fan, you don't care because you just beat the Bengals two times when you could have possibly lost both times, but they didn't. And they won twice, and we're done with the Bengals, and they can go wherever else they want to go. So they move on to 7-3. Bengals are now 4-6, and in a must-win type of situation for the rest of the playoff, rest of the league, the season.
Yes, that's crazy. You mentioned like just the stats. I'm gonna throw a few people's stats out here. Lamar Jackson, 25 of 33, 290 yards, 4 touchdowns thrown in that game. If you had him, I'm pretty sure so you got off to a really good start. I know in our league, I saw he had like 40 points, 41 points, or something like that. Right?
It was like 44 or something like that. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. Joe Burrow on the flip side, 34 56. That thing 56 times. That's crazy.
That's actually part of their problem too, which is like him having to throw the ball 56 times, not having a running game. So that was kind of served to be kind of their detriment in the end. Like you got to be able to control the clock. And when you go on the road, and especially when you know your defense is struggling, the running game could be the best helper because you can still move the ball, but you can control the clock and not allow the other offense to get on the field as often. You know what I mean? So them scoring so quick kind of more hurt them than help them. But hindsight is always 20/20. But it was what a game, man. Bunch of stats.
Yeah. The other one, Jamar Chase, 11 catches, 264 yards for 3 TDs, man.
That's out of this world, man. Like I said on my post, man. Imagine having those stats and losing.
Yeah.
And what do you say in the post game? What do you say?
There's nothing to say in the post game. We lost.
What do you say?
You had a really good game, but all right, man.
Yeah, dude. At the end of the day, I lost, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I lost. So it really don't matter. You can't be really excited about that one either.
So, go ahead.
No. I was just thinking, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that would suck, bro. I remember because when I got home, I didn't realize the game was still on. I thought the game was probably over by that point, and then I got a text from Ferg, and he was like, "Man, Jamar Chase's stat lines like is ridiculous." It's like, so I had to turn on the game and saw it was over. And that's how I was able to catch the last 2 drives. But I couldn't believe that, man. I looked at his I was like, well, let me look at his stat line. And at that point, he had like 200 some odd yards, like catches on 9 catches, and I'm like, anyone gonna tackle him?
No.
Like, come on.
No, no one's gonna tackle him.
That was crazy for me, man. That was so wild.
No one's gonna tackle him at all.
And then I started thinking about the fantasy points. I'm like, man, that's crazy. That's what made me look up what's his name's fantasy points. But Jamar Chase, I think in our league got like in our league, Yahoo League, I think he got like 60 points. But then there's some people that, you know what I'm saying, that are playing fantasy that played against Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow. And shout out to, just go ahead and look forward to next week. Just, it's over.
Next season, man. Don't even worry about it.
Don't even worry about it. Just go ahead and
Yeah.
check out.
At least next week for sure.
This ain't for you.
Yeah.
This ain't for you.
This ain't your week, man. Go fishing or something. You don't need to.
Right.
Don't worry about the rest of the weekend. You're good. You are good.
The college football bracket was released.
Before we get to the college football, I wanted to ask you a question about not only that game, but like with the performance that now Lamar is 7-3. They're talking, he had another great game. Do you think where do you think this puts him? Do you think this, because a lot of people think he's literally walking away with the MVP this year again? How do you feel about that? Like I want to know how other people feel about it too. And it's just like, is it a curse to have that? Like, would he rather like not get it, or would you rather just, I'm that dude. Give me my recognition.
I mean, at some point, that's cool. Like, individual accolades are great, but you know what I'm saying? You don't get a parade for being the MVP.
No, sure. Yeah, sure.
You know what I'm saying? You don't get a parade for being the MVP. At some point, like, it's cool, like, to stack those things up, but like, how much more that dude can you be? More that dude, I guess, obviously, right? That's what Kobe, the late Kobe Bryant would say. You can be more that dude. But how much, you know what I'm saying? At some point in your career, you're gonna want a championship to validate your career. So if he's walking away with it, that's cool, but it don't mean anything.
I don't think he's trying for it. I think he just wants to win. I think he said that, and he plays like that all the time. And anytime he's interviewed, he always big ups his team. He's the ultimate leader, team guy. I love the ways, his humility, all of that. He seems like one of the more genuine people that you can be around. And I like that about him. That's why I hope that he wins. Like, I at least get to the Super Bowl to where they can stop talking about his postseason record. Like, because I doubt they're going to end up first, because they're going to have to play wild card weekend. So if he wins 3 games to get to the Super Bowl, I think that will quiet all of the postseason woes talk about him. Even if he gets there and doesn't win, I think it won't. I don't think it'll hurt him. But
it'll like definitely alleviate some of the pressure.
Yeah, exactly. But imagine if he gets there and wins. Oh my God. Oh my! He'll never have to pay for anything in Baltimore ever.
Never again. I'm surprised if he pays for anything right now.
Right. See, he'll never again. I'm telling you. So
I'm surprised.
Like Eric has already said, Lions Ravens. He's calling it now. Eric, I like that. It's a solid pick. It's a front runner pick, and that's cool. But I don't know if the Lions got it in them. I think the coaching is gonna set them up for failure. I think, like, experience. They got the team. They got the swag. But I think coach is gonna 4th and long, go for it one too many times, and it's gonna hurt. So I think because the Eagles seem to be getting right at the right time, and I think they're gonna be a viable candidate because they got experience. I think Detroit's been close. They've been at the party, but they ain't necessarily been in the party. You know what I mean? And it's just like you gotta be able to watch out for them. So this is
Byron, aka Buff from Three Brothers No Sense. They appreciate you.
Oh no, Buff, what's good?
Appreciate you checking in, my boy. He says the defense frightened him though. So they can't even stop Jameis Winston, who's probably the funniest man in the NFL.
He's so great. So great.
Lamar can't carry the entire team, especially when the playoffs come.
Buff, you're right about that. Ravens definitely need a defense. They can't get up. They can't pass. They can't get to the quarterback. And it was sad is Cincinnati has one of the worst lines in the league, and they couldn't get to the quarterback, but I think one time. And also they can't cover a bed outside. They lost Kyle Hamilton, and I'm not sure how long he's going to be out, but he was the heartbeat of that secondary, and he made them kind of Troy Polamalu type plays, meaning that he was all over the place. And as far as their middle linebacker, I don't know, man. That Quinn, I think it is, number 0. He got exposed a little bit, man. I think he tried to cover Chase over the middle on a lot of those zone plays, and he got outmatched for sure. Like Chase killed him over the middle, and it was hard to watch. So yeah, that defense has definitely got to step it up. And I think somebody said it before, like earlier today. I saw somewhere they said it's different because of the coaching's different. Because all of them, mind you, all of their defensive coordinator got taken to be a coach. So it's just like now they have new voices in there. Like they got the same personnel, but it's a little different when you get coached different. So it's like you got to almost start all over.
So let's start over fresh. Like someone coming in and relearn like a whole new defense. Like and if it don't work, different. Yeah, if your skill set don't match that scheme, what I'm saying, that also throws a wrench in it too. So
yeah, so it's a lot they got going on. So hopefully they can. Hopefully, the offense can be the Band-Aid until the defense heals itself. And they don't have to be great. They can bend but don't break. They don't have to be world beaters like the old 2000 Ravens, but just don't let them score at will. And I don't know if that's you know what I mean. Like maybe don't let them score every drive. You know what I mean? Just stop them sometimes.
If you can cover that receiver a little bit closer or make that tackle or you know what I'm saying, you can do that.
Just the basic things.
Take penalties, dude. That last drive for the Bengals.
Cut out the penalties.
They could have just hand him the ball and put him in the end zone for him.
But that's coaching, right? That's what they say. You're either coaching it or you're allowing it to happen. So it's just that those penalties are like 3rd and long when you got them about to punt and you do some dumb stuff like holding. That's the worst.
That's the worst, bro.
So they are definitely. Offsides is another one.
As a youth coach,
Roquan Swift. Yeah, you got it, Buff. I was like,
we got to get him off the field, and everybody like saying jumping like, what? Watch the ball. Watch the ball.
Yeah.
How hard is that?
It was bad to watch. That defense. I think Ray Lewis about to go in there and cuss the whole locker room out.
And motivate him at the same time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Suck every one of y'all. Every last one of y'all suck.
Yeah, turning your checks, man. That's all I'm saying.
It's gonna bring you together. You're gonna suck together. You're gonna suck together. Like, bro, Ray Lewis can say anything.
Yeah. He's ultimate.
He just ready to run through
ultimate motivator. Yeah, that's for sure.
He can say anything. Applejack cereal is the best. And you like, man, I'm about to go get me a bowl right now.
Yeah, it is.
Give me a bowl right now.
Oh, man. So, yeah, you were I know I had to stop you there, but before you really got interrupted.
Before the bracket is out, man. So for those of you who, I guess the first 4 buys will be Oregon, number 1, number 2 will be Georgia, number 3 Miami, 4 BYU. A lot of people are upset about that BYU being there.
I don't know why. It was. I mean, they represent the Big 12, and right now they're first in the Big 12. It's not rocket science. You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing?
Then you got as it stands right now, number 8 Indiana. They had played Notre Dame in the first round. Number 5 Ohio State will take on number 12 Boise State. Number 6 Texas will take on SMU at number 11. Number 7 Penn State against number 10 Tennessee. Man, what do you think about those? It's fair. Do you like this 12-team playoff?
I like it. I like it. I do. I can't wait to see how it shakes out, man. I honestly, because this right now, this is like the first week. It don't really mean anything. It's like they're just putting placeholders in there until all the the dust settles and all the championships are determined and all that. But right now, I like if the playoffs start today. Tennessee, Penn State, I like that matchup. Alabama, Texas, juicy. So that would be a good matchup. Ohio State will probably beat the brakes off of Boise State, but it's again, you never know. And I think they set this up with the premise of anything can happen, which is it's kind of cool. But in the end, we know how it's going to go down. So it's just we hope it's at the end of the day. I think it's going to be Oregon, Ohio State. They're probably going to end up having to play three times, which is is wild because they'll play for the Big Ten title, and then they'll both make whatever side of the playoffs. So they might end up playing each other for three times. Yeah. Right. So that would be wild.
You taking Oregon every time?
I would take
Oregon. Oregon looks good.
Yeah. Oregon looks good, man. They look tough.
They look really good.
They look like they're supposed to be there, and I kind of, me, and if any of the listeners know me and listen to me over these past 4 years, you know how much I dumped on the Pac-12, and I was right for the most part, but Oregon has come to the Big Ten country and just took a dump on everybody, and like in such a grandiose fashion that he calls a timeout after in the fourth quarter of the blowout loss in Michigan and makes his players look at everybody leave the stadium. That was some, like I said, some of these coaches be on demon time, and this was a perfect example of it.
Hold on, timeout. Hey guys, coachable moment.
I'm telling you, straight up. Yeah.
Look at him leave. We want to do this every week.
Look what we want to. And he yelling at him. Are you not entertained? I was like, oh, okay. Now my blood's boiling. Okay. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And this is
the big house.
This is Michigan, right? They just won the title last year, right? And he's just like, we don't care. Come in here, Burn. Take that.
Imagine if he did it at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
That's what I'm saying. So, that's what I'm saying. He's just so these kind of matchups. I think with this playoff bracket,
that's like a demon time. That's I want to set people's their mindset for that. Like just imagine doing that at Bryant. Imagine how that fan base would feel. So that's how you feel is how Michigan fans should be feeling right now.
That's how Michigan fans feel.
It should be.
Yep.
It should be.
Absolutely. But yeah, it's definitely going to be fantastic.
A couple of key games that's going to impact it. Definitely going to change the landscape of this the playoff up this week. Georgia goes into Ole Miss. Plays Ole Miss at whatever the hell that name is stadium. I can't think of it right now. But they go down there and play it. No one cares. What do you think about this game? Because I hear that some people are talking Lane Kiffin doing his Lane Kiffin things.
Yeah, man.
Stirring up the.
Everybody wants Ole Miss to be good so bad, and like we know Lane Kiffin at this point, he is not going to win you a big game. It's just he never does. Right? He'll talk a big game, but at the end of the day, those they have to go play the game, and I think Georgia's going to come in there and smack them around a little bit, and then they're gonna act like out of nowhere nothing happened. They didn't see it coming, kind of thing, and I just don't believe in Ole Miss. I don't believe in Lane Kiffin, and I think Georgia right now, if they could keep that quarterback from throwing it to the other team, I don't see them stopping it. Like that dude Beck is. I'm not gonna call him awful, but he's not as good as they originally thought he was going to be. Somebody said Heisman candidate. I was like, yeah, all right.
I mean, at the beginning of the season, he was.
But then the season had to start, and then you had to play.
That's one of those things we always say. Like that's why I don't like front runners or anything like that. You gotta play the game.
Play the games first.
Don't call me a front runner of anything.
Right. So I think Georgia's going to go in there and do what they're supposed to do and take care of Ole Miss. I think finally putting them out.
All right. Big game. A lot of people are interested in seeing. Has heavy playoff implications. Number 11, Alabama goes into Death Valley and takes on number 15, LSU.
Now, this one is
going to be out of the playoffs.
Yeah. Yep. This will be the loss number 3. So it's going to be tough sled. It's going to be tough sledding for the winner. Whoever loses, you can go ahead and get ready for next season, or maybe get ready for whatever bowl you're going to be in. But that's as close you're going to come. You can watch it on TV with the rest of us in terms of the playoffs, because you're not going. Yeah, absolutely not. I think it's going to be tough, man. But I think as much as I don't want to say it, I think Alabama's going to find a way. Now, mind you, I would love to be wrong. But I think Alabama's going to find a way to come out of here. I believe Milroe, and they're gonna put Williams in more packages now. He's gonna be more premier. You know, and not these one bomb here and one bomb there. I think he's gonna be kind of schemed a little bit more. But I think they're gonna go in there and do what they do, man. I hope LSU shows up. I want it to be a good game, but at the same time, I see Alabama going there for the win.
Eric says LSU by 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, I feel you, Eric. I feel you. If I was in your spot, I'd say the same thing. I'm not gonna lie. I ain't gonna hold you. But I think unfortunately, I think Alabama's gonna win.
I get that way too, man. I had that same feeling.
Yeah.
I would like, and as much as I don't really give a damn about LSU.
Right.
I want them. I was like when they beat Bama.
It's always good. Right. It's fun.
Like, it's fun for them, and it's good for me. It's good for my soul, so I can see. I'll watch.
Yeah, my soul needs it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like that beef soup or the chicken noodle. Alabama lost.
And people say, "Oh, you're an Auburn fan." Like, yeah, we sucked this year. We
absolutely, we're terrible.
We didn't pretend like we were good.
Nope. So, again, Peyton Thorne, hear me. I hope you're listening, bud. When I see you, it's up. It's up. I'm telling you. When I see you, it's up.
Your days, I don't know. I would be like, your days are numbered. It ain't that serious.
Yeah. No.
But I'm going to say, man, come on, bro. Don't give me 5.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
That whack ass hand. Can't throw a ball with that hand.
Yeah. Yeah. These are professionals now. Everybody's getting paid. So I don't feel bad about heckling anybody. So these dudes out here with chains on that are worth more than my house. So
I don't know why he knows this, but Alabama tears taste like honey. I don't understand.
I love Eric's the shit. Eric's the ultimate.
I don't know why
he's
knows
the ultimate. He's the ultimate. I like it.
I like it. Yeah, I like it. I hope so. I'm not gonna go look in any Alabama fans' face though, but
no, absolutely not. Absolutely
but
not.
I'll take your word for it.
He got a little glass, so they're crying. That tastes like honey. You're right.
It does. It does. 100% does. It does taste like honey. That's great. Man, let's see. I hope they do. I hope they pull it off for sure. Yeah. Colorado and Texas Tech. There's no implications of Colorado's. So they're up and coming team.
Yeah. Well, there's right. That's the big catchphrase for them now. They're 6-2 and bowl eligible because they were so bad the last couple of years that that's now a goal. So they were 2 years ago. They only won 1 game. Last year they won 4, and now they've already won. I think it was 4. It could be 3. It's 3 or 4. I don't remember, but I know it wasn't a lot. But then now they're 6-2 and they're looking pretty good. So I like what Coach Prime's message is kind of starting to believe it a little more. They're playing a lot harder. I think all their coaching is them coaching them kids up pretty good, and they're all seem to be on one accord. And of course, Shador and Travis is doing their thing. And he's getting sharper by the game, so it's always good to watch. I'm not a fan of the after the game stuff when he starts having his grudges for no reason, just because somebody talked bad about you. Like, save that drama. You know what I mean? Drive off in your Maserati.
That's the new school stuff. Everybody creates.
Yeah. You mad because somebody said you weren't whatever you weren't? Like, get over yourself. You know what I mean? Like he went in there. I think what bothered me, we real big Cam fans over here. I think Cam had said something on his podcast, which wasn't even like a shot. I forgot what he said specifically, but Shador was like trying to diss him, and I'm like, man, he didn't accomplish more in his career than you can even think about, and you over here acting like you trying to big time Cam Newton, man. Yeah, get over yourself. As a Heisman Trophy winner and an NFL MVP, you're trying to disrespect. So get over yourself a little bit. You know what I mean? Show some respect.
That's the younger generation, bro.
I know. I always gotta take a step back and be like, all right, that's they were raised a little differently. So
we just a little bit different.
They don't care about where you come from and what you've done. They just say you just a person. Like I don't like that.
I put my pants on the same way you do. Like,
right. No, you ain't done the same thing I did. So
but you know what I did in these pants? You know what I'm saying? You know how many Super Bowls I won in this? You know what I mean? MVPs and Heisman trophies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We don't put our pants on the same way. I'm sorry.
Right.
I got shit in my pants. You know, so I got stuff in my pants. You know what I mean? We don't
I got miles.
What's that? The Heisman Trophy? I'm sorry, but it's very hard to get my leg in there with the MVP trophy sticking in, in the way. Damn, don't you hate when that happens? Oh, you don't know. Sorry.
Yep.
This is gonna be a good game. I think so too, man. Colorado's up and coming. It's Texas Tech, but it's Texas Tech at Texas Tech.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's a
they're electric at home, man. That's for sure. So don't let that ranking fool you.
Yeah, don't learn because there's no number to the left of their name. They don't care about that.
Always fun.
So it'll be fun. Another game, you'll probably be asleep, but I'm gonna check this one out because it has like some upset implications. It's another one. Utah is electric at home.
Yeah.
And number 9 BYU, and this is like a little in-state rivalry as well. So anything.
That's kind of like why I said to him about it, because just that in-state rivalry has that Iron Bowl type feel to it in terms of I'm sure all the players know each other from some way or another. So it's just familiarity. Hey, we ain't scared of the big bad wolf kind of thing, and it kind of be like upset alert. So that's what BYU still undefeated. Maybe they've seen too many of their own clippings. Anything can happen if they don't pay attention. So.
All right, right on. Okay, cool. Like I said, I don't care who wins this game, but I'm pretty sure I'm just at that point and been watching football and been involved in football that I just want to see a good game.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So I think so. I think we'll have a really good game. Now we get to this part of the show where I'm gonna do it again. Congratulate the Los Angeles Dodgers for winning the 2024 World Series.
Yeah.
It was the best series that I felt, after the season that we should have got one-on-one, 1v1, best on best, whatever, however you want to put it. Yankees were the best in the AL League. They were the number 1 overall seed in the AL League. The Dodgers number 1 overall seed in the National League. That's something we wanted. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Shit changed, man, on one pitch, in my opinion, and Freddie Freeman. You know what I mean? The Yankees were winning game 1 up until 2 outs in the 9th inning, and
booyaka!
Grand slam. Game's over. You know what I'm saying?
Bat flip boogie.
I think that took a lot out of the momentum out of the Yankees, and it kind of threw them off. You know what I'm saying? But and then game 2 happens.
Yep.
Game 3 happens. Game 4, they finally, they win game 4. In just the same fashion they won games all season. Game 5 happens. Game 5 starts. The first 4 innings were great.
Yeah.
First four innings were great, but then
here we go. We're headed back to LA.
Yeah, I'm thinking we head back to LA. I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool. I'm like, okay, we're gonna head back to LA because one game at a time. You play one game. That's the second game series. So everybody was doing. You know what I mean? We're coming to me. Hey, we won one game. I'm like, okay, We won another game. You don't sound excited. I'm like, I can't get excited because we haven't won a game yet. And number two,
Right.
I don't like to put, saying the cart before the horse before, the cart before the horse or whatever, however that saying goes. I don't like putting that out. Because it's a 7-game series. Like,
right.
Okay, being excited over 1-game win and then you lose 4 games, you know what I'm saying? Why get excited? There's no point in being excited. So
it's
if
the first to 4, not the first to 1.
I'm like, exactly, it's the first to 4, not the first to 1. You know what I mean? So like, there was nothing to cheer for. When we won the first game, I'm like, okay, cool. Let's keep this momentum going. Let's go. I was hoping we could have got the game 7. That I thought that would have been like really cool and really great for baseball, but fortunately it didn't. And shout out to the Dodgers, man, for winning. Who I've always had a great deal of respect for.
One thing I will say about it is the Dodgers pitching showed up when it needed to show up. I think you know what I mean? And I think, well, unfortunately for the Yankees, that 5th inning will live in infamy. And because there was so many.
I don't think so. I mean, it was just so much crap, dude. I couldn't believe it. But like, it still has
so
a less
many
thing than 2004. I still remember 2004.
Yeah, I mean, but 5th, I agree with you that also will stay there forever. But I think because of the way the momentum was built in that game, and then the 5th inning, it just came down hard. And I'm looking at Garrett Cole on that when Mookie hit that dribbler to first.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why aren't you running the first?
Yeah.
Why aren't you running the first?
What are you doing?
And then he looked at Rizzo. Rizzo looked at him.
Like Rizzo was wrong. Rizzo was like, dude, you're supposed to cover.
Spring training, first day of spring training, that's all you do is practice that. Going to first.
Right.
He said something like he got caught in the middle trying to go for the ball and then let it go and then and I'm like, nah. Nope. You fell asleep at the wheel is what you did. You thought Rizzo was just gonna take it and he didn't. Exactly. And I was like, as soon as I saw him get on, I was like, uh-oh. I said, uh-oh. There it goes. And sure as freaking enough, old Freeman come through again. I was like,
oh my god, I love the guy who had the poster that said "Stop it, Freddie." Like, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough. That is enough, sir. Even if we come back and win this series, you're still gonna be the World Series MVP because this is crazy what you're doing.
Listen, I'm throwing the ball right at him, and I'm looking at him. I'm not even coming close to the daggone play. And you're like, don't put up 4 and 60. Just throw it at him. Just like, you are not gonna beat us. Nope. You aren't gonna beat us. Nope. I would throw it right at his chest. There's something I would have hit, knowing that I did it. I was the one that did it. You didn't hit us too hard. No, take one of these balls take one of these seams, and I'm gonna put a tattoo on your shoulder. That's what I'm gonna do. But no, I think it was a tough for them, and I think once the ball kept rolling, it was tough. Each game had his own like personality. You know what I mean? Right. And I love that part. A lot of times when you watch these MLB playoff games, it's always the first team to score is usually the one that wins because the other team rarely fights or they start getting down on themselves or they start pressing or they start doing things they don't normally do. Like you're the second baseman or you're swinging for the fence. You got 10 home runs in 162 games. Calm down, man.
Yeah, relax.
You know what I mean? Like relax. Just swing normal. Yeah.
Just swing normal. Like
you trying to muscle up and hit the ball out. Just swing normal. I would be
the guy. Like, nah.
Yeah. Everybody steps up, wants to be the guy to hit the ball out of the park. And when you do that, it sets you up for failure, man. And that's you kind of get into that all or nothing state, and that's a bad place to be. You stop playing the game. Like pass the ball down to pass the bat down to the next batter. As long as you're not making an out, it's productive. And I think you kind of you lose sight when you get desperate and working and stop thinking so much. So it's unfortunate for the Yanks. Congratulations to the Dodgers.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Congratulations. Or the Doyers.
The Doyers. Congratulations, Doyers. So, you know who I'm not congratulating? Some of their fans. Some of their fans.
Yeah.
Some of their fans. I'm gonna
Yep.
give you guys real quick the Yankee fan experience living in Los Angeles during the World Series. All right, there were so many waves. I'm not gonna lie. It all started off very, very calm, I mean, saying there was a lot of sportsmanship even after the first game. A lot of sportsmanship. Then Ice Cube happened. Ice Cube walked out on the
That's
center
perfect.
field singing "Today Was a Good Day." Then I guess he went to one of his lesser known. I mean, I wouldn't say lesser known. So it's not even his song. It's like when his song. He went to his verse from the West Side Connections,
What's that
"Bow Down."
connection? Yeah.
Right, and that was like this. I think want to say maybe I don't know who they dissing, like Common or somebody like that. Maybe so it's doing that East Coast West Coast bullshit, whatever was going on in the '90s that we all got sucked into. Um, he switches up a lyric and throws Yankees in there, and all of a sudden I'm getting all these DMs from so many different Dodger fans about, hey, do you see Ice Cube diss the Yankees? Like he didn't. What are you talking about? Like I don't think he dissed them. He did a part of the song and like because they're in LA, he just switched it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it was like I don't think he was dissing him.
Right.
A lot of those fans, like I'm not talking about every Dodger fan, but a lot of them fans, man, became I don't know, was that the rallying cry because like it became us versus them, and that was never the vibe. You know what I'm saying? It became us versus
Yep.
them. You know what I mean?
Yep.
All of a sudden, everybody's like, "Fuck the Yankees," and this and that. Like it became crazy, bro. Like I was getting so many memes. Some people sent me so many memes of people just like it's okay. It became shit talking. Then it became like if I see it, I'm gonna fuck Yankee fans up too. Like yo, chill the fuck out. It's not that deep, bro. It really isn't. Like now, to honor a bet that I had with a coworker, I just ordered a Mookie Betts jersey. And I planned on keeping that jersey, but like some of you fans like just messed it up for me, man. So unlike you, I don't know if I will
Hey
ever.
man, what did Jersey do to you? What did Jersey do to you?
It's not the jersey. It's just like what I'm saying. I don't want to be associated with that fan base because like they're becoming like mini Alabama fans, and that's what I
Yeah.
started thinking about. Like it's not that dope. Like and then even after winning the World Series, right, there was so much disrespect, man. I've seen videos of people stomping on Yankee caps. I've seen people talking, go, videos of them flipping off like Babe Ruth or what, I'm saying? Just like first off, bro, it's not even a rivalry. What are what are you upset for? Like, just calm
Right.
down. It's not that
Right.
deep, dog. You know what I'm saying?
It never is.
They're becoming many Alabama fans, and I don't know. I don't know if I can get with that, bro. They just
Yeah, for no reason.
yeah, for no reason. I can't. I mean, you won. Congratulations. You know what I'm saying? That's great. Your team won. But dude, to be disrespectful, going stomping on Yankees like at the end of when it's over, like what's the point?
Yeah.
Like chill. It's not that dope.
I'm
You know, it's
I'm gonna
not
let you
that
be great because you are correct about LA that
deep.
this time around, especially because they won. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you know your guys are some of your guys are bad too. But like in this
I'm
case, you
not
are correct. You
I'm
I
not
know.
I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I don't think it would have been like that though, like to this level. I don't think it would have been at this level. I mean, if anything, the most I would have, they would have got out of me. And maybe it's because like I do have like a lot of respect for him. It's like it's 28. I was just saying 28 the entire time.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? That's most of the shit.
Yeah.
Because I would have been
Well,
celebrating more so the Yankees winning the World Series than the Yankees beating the Dodgers.
well, not again, not so much you per se, but
Mm-hmm.
the
But we
Yankees
have a lot of
fan.
fans that
There's a lot of them. I'm telling you, I've been around them. So it's just like when they come to
this dude says, "What
Baltimore,
about the Wall Patrol Yankees fans?" There were only two of them. There are only two
it
of them.
was
You know how
two,
many Yankees fans
and
that ever going
they
to
can't go to the they can't go to the
but now
stadium anymore.
all of us are like that. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
shut up. Go cheer for your next door neighbors, cats, baby mamas, tax preparers, underwear changers, favorite team. Shut up. Shut up. Someone says go Dodgers. Go Dodgers. No, for real. I respect the shit out of the Dodgers, man. I love that organization, bro. Like I remember
I,
watching
I
the '88
I'm
World Series
actually
in my grandma's living room, and Kirk Gibson hitting that home run and being, I'm like, I want to be that happy. That's fucking cool. That's what I want to do that. You know what I
man,
mean?
I'm happy for Shohei, man, because
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm happy for all
he
those guys.
was he was stuck in that cesspool of the
Purgatory,
Angels
bro.
organization.
Oh yeah.
And for him to get out of there and just go and show you that, hey, my stats will matter and
Mm-hmm.
just do his thing, I like that. I like that. So, yeah, and like you said, all of them. Congratulations to all of them. Certain, I don't like all of them. Mookie's my guy.
Yeah.
But
That's why I
I,
picked Mookie. I was like, I want Mookie
yeah,
Betts.
and of course Freddie Freeman. Freddie Freeman's the guy, the
I don't know
man.
if
I
I can
like
do
him
Freddie
too.
Freeman just yet. Nah. I can't do him just yet. Mookie kind of struggled in the World Series. I can do
Right,
Mookie.
you could grace yourself to him because he struggled a little bit. Freeman was teeing off on
That's like John F. Kennedy Jr. Say having Lee Harvey Oswald T-shirt. Like,
right,
nah,
right,
oh,
right. Use a little too active.
I can't do Freddie Freeman just yet. I can't do it.
Oh,
just
you
yet.
batted 300 for this World Series? Nah, get out of here. Nah.
Next. All right. Hey, you got any honorable mentions, bro?
I do, man. On my honorable mention, I want to mention the NBA season is kicking off and is in full effect. I think we're about 2 weeks or so in. And yeah, man, it's going off like a bang. It's like a bang, and a lot of teams are up there in the echelon that you wouldn't think that are up there. We got Cleveland that's still undefeated. Golden State's like 7-1. Everybody thought they were going to just struggle with just Curry and some unknowns, unprovens. You got Minnesota doing well. You got who was the other team that was kind of a surprise? A lot of different teams, man. If you go check them out, check out some games, you'll be surprised at some different places, some different faces, some different places. Still got Boston atop in there in the mix. Philly is nowhere to be found because no one will show up to work and everybody's hurt. So it's going to be hard for them to come out of that hole that they're building themselves. But in terms of Milwaukee is trying to find their way. They got too many ego problems, I think, to get out of the situation they're in between Giannis's ego and Coach Rivers' ego. It's going to be tough because I already heard some bad rumblings out of there already. They're 2-6 and looking, or 3-6, I think, and looking for answers and blaming the game. And so, but anyway, the season, like I said, that's my honorable mention is the NBA season. It's out there and it's in full effect. So go check it out.
Wow.
Check out a game. I think there's going on games tonight. So.
Oh yeah, there's definitely games going on tonight.
Yep.
Also, you mentioned basketball. My honorable mention would be the NCAA basketball that started tonight. I'm a huge Duke fan. Duke looks pretty good out the gate, but like NCAA, college basketball is so hard to like judge from the beginning of the season to like who's going to be at the top at the end of the season. So it's kind of, unless this team is like really elite, then you can kind of put your eggs in the basket for that guy, but you never know.
Yep.
You never really
We will
know.
see, man. I love it when it shakes out. Like usually, like you said, you can't determine who's going to be the best in November. You usually got to wait till around turning time to understand who's going to be who.
You wait for that push around, like championship week or whatever.
Championship week.
People kind of separate right before the
exactly
conference championship stuff like that happens. So
yep.
But I'm a Duke fan. Let's go Duke. Of course, eat shit, go to hell, Carolina. I'm just excited about that. Having that target season again, man. Shout outs. You got any shout outs?
Yeah, man. I have one big shout out to my nephew Javon. He turns 31 today.
31.
Yeah, man. We old out here. So yeah. You feel old? Yeah. Yep, that was me this morning. So he's down there in Texas, man. I called him. I sent him a message this morning. So I'm very proud of what he's done down there. So he's doing his own thing down there, man. He's man, I can't believe he's just grown, man. He's just all on his own, independent, outside the box thinking, man. He's running. He's very, very successful down there. So I'm over the moon proud of him. So yeah, he's birthday today. So happy birthday, nephew. Love you, man.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Uh, about to go. I'm about to leave here. Actually, leave and get ready to go to Jonathan's last high school football game. I would say last. Like it's the playoffs. It's the playoffs right now. So like, hopefully it won't be the last. But like, just I mean, I just this whole week I just been thinking back to, like, to everything from the start of his career, from him even coming to me and say like, I want to play football, like, whatever, you know what I mean. I just want everybody to know, like, how proud I am of that young man. He's starting to, he just from that kid to like now, completely night and day. He's grown into a just a remarkable young man, and I'm very proud of him, man. He's starting to get some looks at college, with different colleges and stuff like that. His legs are getting stronger. Yeah, he set the school record for longest field goal at 47 yards, but he's been telling me he's been kicking this week when they were practicing over at Cerritos College, getting ready for this playoff game. That he's been kicking from like 50, 55. Like, a couple coaches starting to take notice. He's starting to get messages. Coaches starting to hit him up in the inbox, telling him they need him. So hopefully, man, wherever he goes, man, I'm hoping it's he's got some interest from big school. So like, I don't want to reveal it just yet, but like, if it is, like, man, that would be so great. I'm just really proud of that man. Yeah, I'll tell you all, saying off air, but I don't want to reveal it just yet. But like, I'm hoping everything works out for him, man, because he deserves it.
Best of luck, Jared.
Like, even before me coming into the picture, his story, just the beginning of his life, is like, for this kid to make it out of that, to get to a spot where, and it's been him. He's done the work. You know what I mean? We can only, Pearl and I can only help him and encourage him in certain ways, but he's done all the work. So in my opinion, he gets all the credit. And I'm just really proud of that dude. You know what I'm saying? So my shout out, of course, is going to go to my nephew, Jonathan Ariola. Also, can't forget my 9U Lamara Matadors football team. Let's go out there and kick Fullerton's ass tomorrow and win at the Rose Bowl.
That's right. Let's do it.
So that's it. That's all I have. So if there's anything else, you got anything else?
That's it, man.
All right. So for Hollow Point, I am King Hooley. We are Truth Be Told Sports Podcast. Thank you for tuning in. Come back next Friday. We'll be back on, I guess, kind of on a regular time. We try to go a little bit later, but catch us here. Make sure you come back. So that's it. That's all we got. So I guess rest in peace, Kobe. Out of here. Peace.
Peace.
Oh, happy Veterans Day also. Yeah.
That's right. Happy Veterans Day.